Welcome to another today's video. The thing is, I'm going to be talking about a fluorescent lamp, a 4-foot T12 40 watt lamp. We're going to give it a try. This one here, I will test it on here. That just comes straight on, just like that. Comes straight on, just like that. And the way it works. And it's not a creamy white colour. It's a bright kind of white colour, pearl white colour, made by Philips. TLRS 40 watt 33640, made in USA. It says on the print label there, and there's a picture of wheelie bin. Them fluorescent tubes don't contain bins, because they would, if they throw them into bins, into wheelie bins, any sort of bins, fluorescent tubes, they will actually they smash when they explode, and then when they smash in the bins, they can explode. They can be very dangerous. Piece of white powder goes everywhere, and piece of glass goes everywhere, because the white powder that's in the fluorescent tubes, that can be very poison stuff. Once the powder comes out, the white dust out of the fluorescent tubes, fluorescent lamps, that would give you blood cancer straight away. If it does happen to anybody, happened to me one time, shoving the lamps into the box. You just go into the bathroom and wash your hands straight away after that. Once you do that, you'd be okay. Because sometimes with fluorescent lamps, they can smash very easy. Sometimes you get a good whack off. They don't smash. Sometimes you get a good whack. It's amazing, and when sometimes they don't break or smash, and sometimes they just shattered and explode, and they hear the noise when they smash. So I turn this off here for a second. And let's say we will put in I have the one here I have there. It's a T12 36 watt, and it says 36 watt on here, 36 watt. It's a black fluorescent light, 4-foot fluorescent tube, black light. It's this T8 tube, and these are what they look like. I'm going to put into this and fire the ramp. Now that's the black fluorescent light in it, 36 watt T8 tube, and we'll get that fired up. And that's what comes on. I'll turn the light off in the background, and you could see it like kind of bluey colour. So I turn this. I turn this other light off here. So I turn this off. So as you can see it from there, the black light. So I turn the other light back off in the background, and as you can see it from the colour of it. So if you put a money now, you can see it kind of sizzling there, the tube, because it takes a while, the gas to heat up inside the fluorescent lamp. And if you've got a money note, or €20 note, or £10 note, put it underneath that shows up onto the £10 note or €20 note. So in the middle of the fluorescent lamp, you think the rest of it, you see it's blue on both ends. There's a bit of purple, pink on the middle. So that means it's the gas is heating up. Once the gas heats up and it gets into all bluey colour, because it looks blue on the camera, one of these black lights, So the other 3 fluorescent lamps I have that I had in my attic for a long time, I only took it down. Yeah, I only took it down the day before, not yesterday, the day before. And I also have 3 fluorescent tubes and Maytorn EMI fluorescent tube, and there's the other 3 packaged there. So I take one out of the box. It's actually 3 of them, and that's the end of them. So I take one out of that. They're actually quite old fluorescent tubes, and you couldn't get these places anymore. Torn EMI fluorescent lamp. So I'd put these down here. So I'd give this knock off here and take this out like that. And let's put this the 4-foot T12 40 watt fluorescent lamp, and there is a Torn EMI 40 watt, and it says green. It comes on greeny colour because the gas that's in it, and when the lamp turns on and the power's on, it goes to green. And when I turn this fluorescent tube on, that turns on real green. So if I turn around there, that's the green colour. Once you can see those in, long time ago and years ago, you used to see them in arcades and amusement shops and slot machines and carnivals and things like that. You go into arcades from inside out, in the buildings and out the carnivals outside the buildings. You go into the amusements shops, slot machines. They do up on the ceilings. Same in the bumpers and carnivals and bumpers. They used to be up on the roofs. Years ago, they used to have these ones. So I turned the light off and they switch that off, background, and you can see the whole green colour. 4-foot fluorescent tube, Torn EMI, made in Great Britain, 40 watt, and it says under the label there in the end of it, says green. So and it says green on that. So whatever, when I turn the lamp on and the power's up inside, because it has a certain gas in it, when the lamp comes on, it just comes on green, because they put different type of certain gases in them and shows out through the powder the white dust inside the tube. And the same way they put a cream white colour fluorescent lamp and a pale white colour fluorescent lamps. Two different, I think they put 2 different types of gas, build up in different types of gas in them. It shows out, it gives out too many different colours. Same as some beds. Some bed lamps, it comes on a kind of red bluey and pinky colour on fluorescent lamps, because they put the fluorescent tubes are made. I don't think they make all fluorescent tubes like these anymore, because very rare now to get them, because they only all has LED fluorescent lamps. And turn this on the background. That's the kind of greeny colour. So when you take it out and remove the lamp, and then you slide the lamp back into the boxes and let's take another one now of this. Start testing all this. Take another one. So I had to put them down there like that flat, because I don't want to put them anywhere, because they knock over and they fall and they explode and they smash, and then there's some noise out of them when they smash, because they're very dangerous. Same thing again, another one, the second one, and switch around. There is. Same one again, that's second one. And that's been, we'll test that one. Second one. That one works. Let's put it into the, slide it into the box. And slide it into the box like this, and let's get out the third tube. And let's get out the third tube, and this is the third one I'm putting in. And 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. There it is. That's the third fluorescent tube. The 3 green fluorescent tubes, fluorescent lamps. And I don't have any yellow ones and red ones. I had 3 of those up in the attic. They were in the attic for a long time. So that's the 3 of those. Torn EMI, made in Great Britain, 40 watt green, 4 foot T12 fluorescent lamp. So that's the way it goes. And let me switch off here. Let's take them out and take the lamp out, and let's put them in the box safely, because we don't want the fluorescent lamps scattering around everywhere. Put them in the box safely. See these are the original box off. I know it's kind of all scraped here, because shoving them into the corner in the attic is all scraped there. So I put the bit of paper to tape around the stop them falling out the other end. So I'd hold them like that, because the paper wrapped around the end of it, stop them falling out. So I just grabbed them out the other side of the lamp, and this is the original box. Now the box is never kind of that colour brown. It was kind of white and the pink right in colour, and a torn EMI, and the box is kind of white. So I just went that colour. So I went a long time ago, and if I could, this is where your starter goes in the middle. Yes, it's a starter made by GE, and to 65 watt and 220 volts, 240 volts. That's what it says on it, on the starter, made by GE. And you pop the starter back in. The starter goes into the middle. So it's to say, open this out. And I suppose you see what many times with fluorescent lamps, and as you see, your starter, your turn will block live in, neutral in, and you can lay electrical capacitor with the yellow thing is, and that's just you have ballast, and the ballast goes to the 240 volts from the mains into the turn will block live and air to neutral, and the first wire goes into the ballast, and the second wire goes out down the end into the lamp and comes out to the white wire into the starter. Starter gives the sparks in, and then the white then comes output from the starter down this end and down the end of the fluorescent tube, and it comes out to the blue wire into the neutral. So the starter gives electricity flowing into the fluorescent tube, into the inside the fluorescent tube, in the gas. So that's the way the fluorescent lamps works. Now it's sometimes when you put a fluorescent lamp in, this is not the green one, this is just a normal one. So when I turn this on, and there is the normal one. So sometimes there's a bit of black ash on the end of it, because sometimes when that goes red and it goes white at the other end, means it flashes on and off. Sometimes fluorescent lamps do that when they flash on and off, because the gas is burnt out inside the fluorescent lamp and the fluorescent lamp fails. So they put different types of gas in fluorescent tubes to light up what different colours you can get over when fluorescent lamps powers on when it fires up. So that's that. Now I'm going to wrap it up here, and hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching, and I will see you up in the next channels. Bye for now.